Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Zoom In on a Fresh Conversation. My name is Donna Greatbanks. I am your host, and our special guest tonight is Jerome Yates, author of The 12 P's and 4 No's, Volumes 1 and 2. Welcome, Jerome, to Zoom In on a Fresh Conversation, my friend.
Woohoo!
Zoom In on a Fresh Conversation is brought to you by Eyeless Diamonds LLC, Lee's Press, Milton McCulloch, author of Love and Emancipation, and a Dante production, who will feature dueling saxophones on July 16th, 2023 at Cinematique on Beach Street, and of course, the Fresh Book Festival, which will be in the beautiful city of Daytona Beach on February 22, 23, 24 in the year 2024. And thank you, Stan. Happy Juneteenth to everybody this evening. And for those that are still celebrating, please do in a way in a safe manner. If you have any questions for Jerome, please leave them in the chat room. This conversation is being recorded. And thank you, Jerome, for being with us this evening. We need you to just give us a brief background about who you are, where you're from, and how you got here.
Okay. Hey, thank you for having me on your show, Donna. Thank you very much. And happy Juneteenth to everybody.
Yes.
Hey, I get a special day with you, Donna, and I get it on Juneteenth. I think that's pretty cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So my name is Jerome Michael Yates. I'm actually from Brooklyn, New York. I lived in Brooklyn for 17 years, born and raised in the projects in the Bushwick section. I went to Embry-Riddle in Daytona Beach, where you're from, Donna, in that particular area. I got a degree in aviation management and aviation studies. I've been working for the government for over 35 years, so I have over 35 years of acquisition experience with the government. Since 2019, I actually started to write my positivity notes, and every day I would send some texts out to my friends. I released my first book in December of 2021, and I released my second book in December of 2022. It took me about a year to release the second one, just over time thinking about what to write and how to write it. And one of my God-given gift is positivity, and so that's what my book is about. Is really about positivity and creating the destiny of your choice and the lifestyle that you desire.
Yes. And so in your bio, you state, how does a Black kid from the hood attend an all-white university, question mark? Your response was grants, loans, passion, and positivity. Is that where you trained yourself in the power of positive thinking? And if so, or if not, how did it all start?
All right. So again, my God-given gift is positivity, and I even felt that at a younger age. Also, since I'm the youngest in my family, my mom, my grandmom, and my auntie, they gave me rope so I could do the things which helped to build my confidence and positivity. For example, I wanted to attend Embry Riddle. So my mother instructed me, she said, okay, I'm going to show you how to build a budget, revenue and expenses. She says you have to know all your expenses and and your revenues. So I went ahead and I built all the expenses. And again, the revenue came from loans, came from grants, came from scholarships. And so again, she helped me to kind of build my confidence and build my positivity. Then the second thing that I have to give to my mom is that she was a school teacher. And she always taught me, she said, the first thing that you do when you come home is that you do your homework. And then after that, you can do whatever you want. That actually carried me through high school and through college. My roommates will tell you that I used to take class early in the morning. I get to class at 7. I would leave and take class all the way until noon. And then from noon until 5, I would actually go to the library and do my homework. And then I would go home, and then I would be free because I was a DJ back in the day, and we always had people at our house. So again, you know, my positivity built from my mom and from my family. I mean, they never held me back from anything. They gave me enough rope where I was able to do things and build that confidence that I needed as a young black man. I mean, I I never had any hesitation. I was never scared about anything. I mean, living in New York City, people think that it's a
You have to
crazy
be
city.
fearless, a little bit fearless.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but people in New York are pretty helpful, and all the teachers and counselors that I knew, they always pushed us to excellence. And so from that point of view, I just my confidence and my positivity actually just built.
Was that a melanated situation that you went to school in New York?
Yeah, yeah. Actually,
Okay.
actually, actually, it was we we had, let me see. It was a good mixture of melanated folks and white folks. Okay. Actually, we were the first graduating seniors out of the school called Edward R. Murrow. I mean, right now there's 4,000 students in that school. When we graduated, it was a class of only 400. So we had a nice small size. The teachers took time
Time.
with us,
Mhm.
and actually one of my schoolmates, he was the one that actually that he was the first one that said, Jerome, every day you send out positivity notes, you need to write a book. And his name is Glenn Wooten, and I will give him credit. He was the one that says, dude, you've got to share what you're putting out daily with the world. So
And so that leads me, that's a great transition to the next question. When you decided to share your knowledge about the power of positive thinking, did you know immediately that you were going to write a book? I guess you didn't. Or did you do workshops and lectures and all that before you decided to do the book?
no, no, as I say, every day, it started back in 2019. I would send out positivity notes to my friends and my family, and it was just something that I did. It just made me feel good. It was my gift back to the world. And so, as I said, it was my friend Glenn Wooten. He's like, dude, you have to publish something because your words are touching people. And so I was like, yeah, 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 right, right. He was like, no, 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 really, man, really.
Okay.
And so then and so then my second friend, his name is Dr. Lee, and he was the second one that said, "Hey, you need to publish something, and how you can do it is through Amazon publishing." I was like, wow, because now my friend Dr. Lee, I knew him when he had no degrees. And so I was his positivity coach. I was his first one that says, look, dude, you need to go get your bachelor's.
Mm-hmm.
He got his bachelor's, and I said, okay, well, you need to go get your master's. And he was like, I just got my bachelor's. I said, there's only a few more classes. Come on.
Let's get it
Once he
done.
got
Let's get it done.
right, that's exactly what I said. Once he got his master's, I said, hey, why don't you go ahead and get your PhD? And he was like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, no, go ahead. I said, then I would have to call you Dr. Lee. And so I do call this guy Dr. Lee. But he was the one that turned me on to Amazon Publishing because he published a book at Amazon. And so that was my opening to publishing through Amazon.
Did the pandemic play a big part on you writing the self-published book? I mean, because you had
No,
time in your hands.
no, no. Actually, the pandemic, as I was telling you, I was still writing positivity notes, but I really wasn't thinking about publishing a book. But my friends, again, it was the push from my friends, because everybody kept saying, look, what you are putting out, the world really needs to read this stuff, man. You really need to share this with the people. And so that that was my real push.
But
That
you
was my
published in the middle of the pandemic.
no
You said
December
2021.
21, right.
Yeah,
Well,
but the
okay,
world,
I guess yeah, I guess it
yeah,
was.
the
I guess
world
it
went
was.
down.
I guess
I
it
think
was.
March 2020, right?
Yeah, yeah, but don't forget the pandemic started in March of 2020. That's when it started, you
Right. But
know?
we were, I didn't even catch it till May 2021.
Oh, really?
Right. So we were still full force. When
Okay,
you,
okay, okay.
yeah, when
But
you decided to publish.
again, it wasn't the pandemic that really pushed me to do it. It was my colleagues and friends that I knew that said, "Hey, you really need to publish this book."
But you weren't working. I mean, you weren't going in every day. So that made it a little easier or no?
No, no. Well, again, every day I was publishing my positivity notes, and so it was interesting because I told my friend Glenn, I said, I don't have enough things to publish. He says, dude, you've been writing since 2019. You got more than enough stuff to publish and everything. So I actually thought about it, and then I just started to collaborate it all together and
Gather
put it
them.
all
Yeah.
together, and
Yeah.
then and then and then I decided to do a 30-day book. I said, let me
Right.
do a
That was the first one, right?
that was yeah, yes, 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 yes,
Okay.
yes. I said, let me do just a short 30-day book just to kind of see how Amazon publishing works, and just to get a feel for it. And it was interesting because I wanted to publish it before Christmas. And so I was working on it. And so I was trying to work through the Amazon publishing, and I couldn't get it to publish right. And I was getting a little frustrated. But then they have a kids book. And so I used the kids book section to actually publish my book. And it came out exactly the way I wanted to. So I was like,
Wow.
wow, it came out exactly the way I wanted to. So
So do
that was
you
good.
recommend the Amazon publishing? I mean, what is
Absolutely.
okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you want to publish a book, I tell people, use Amazon publishing, because again, it doesn't cost you anything. They will stock, store, and issue your book. You don't have to have no inventory, and they give you a little royalty. So from my point of view, especially if you're just starting out and you want to do something, I would say definitely do it, because again, trying to get a book deal with a publishing company and all this, I think that may be a little difficult, but you can do Amazon publishing with no problem on your own, and I would highly recommend it. Absolutely.
Do they give you assistance? Because I know that I'll just say I know a couple of authors who went that route, but it wasn't edited correctly. It wasn't, that little finesse was not done because they kind of missed a step. Do
Right.
they give you the opportunity to connect with editors or
No, actually, it's interesting that you say that. I,
no?
I wasn't even. I wasn't my first book. I just kind of went out on my own. However, I have a cousin, and his name is Rick Spencer, and he's an editor. So I let him look at my first book, and he gave me some good pointers. But I really let him look at my second book, and he gave me some real good pointers on what to say and how to say it and things like that, and the grammar and things like that. So I would recommend to find an editor, someone that knows about editing books, so that again they'll make sure that your grammar is good and things like that. Absolutely. But Amazon didn't provide any
Anything?
real services. No, no.
Okay, but so and this is going left. What I don't want is for us to take the opportunity to put books out there, right? But books who that don't put a great light on us
Right.
as melanated people, by not having them edited correctly or not having them formatted correctly. Because even though we're new at this game,
Yes, absolutely.
we as people are new at this game. So we
Absolutely.
want to try to bring the best we can. And of course, even War and Peace had typos. The Grapes of Wrath had a typo. or more
Right.
than one, right?
Right.
So
Absolutely.
we're
Absolutely.
not talking about perfection. We're talking about quality of product.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
And
that's
so
why again, I would definitely say my second book is better than my first
because of the editing.
because I let Rick actually help me really do the editing
Mm-hmm.
on the second book. The first book, he took a cut at it, and he said,
Mm-hmm.
hey, here you go. But the second book, he really took some time to even help me structure some of the sentences and what to say and things of that nature. Also, absolutely, absolutely.
So, note to the audience: Amazon is great. It'll be not a process that's really that hard. I mean, once you get through it, but there are steps that you'll miss. So make sure you take those steps. Not
Right.
everybody has a Rick Spencer that can look at your work and say that it's good.
Hey,
Um,
I tell you what,
hmm,
God is so good
always, always.
because He will put people in your life when you're trying to accomplish something that you won't even think of, that you would never like. Just like I met you, you were my first book festival ever, and I wasn't
And
even
it
trying
was
to
the
get a book
best. It was
festival. Okay, I wasn't even thinking about a book
right,
festival. But
right.
a friend of mine said, "Hey, down in Daytona Beach, there's a book festival. Why don't you come check it out?" I was like, "Well, maybe I could be a part of the book festival." And then I talked with you, and you said, "Well, Jerome, I don't have any spots at this moment, but somebody usually taps out." And the next thing I know, somebody tapped out, and I wasn't even thinking about a book festival. Okay, so
Yeah.
God is great. I'm telling you, God is great. God is great.
Yeah, prayers sent out to Renetta. She was in a terrible car accident and she's all healed now. So we're grateful for that. But that's whose place you got. She had been in a car accident like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. You were close, right? It was close when you got in, like 2 weeks maybe
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
2 weeks
yeah,
before. And
yeah.
so she'll be at the next one, of course. But yeah, that's and it was so funny when you decided to reach out, and I said, I love you, but and you're from Amarillo. I can't help you. I'm done. And I think 2 days later or 3 days later. So yeah, I mean, it all works out the way it's supposed to. She had some things that she should have was trying to take care of anyway, so she was able to do that, and it all worked.
No, 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 no. I mean, but you even said you said, Jerome, I don't have anything for you right now. But you said, she said, usually it is the possibility somebody's going to drop out. And I was like,
Yeah,
okay, I said, if not, I'm still going to come down because during that week I was going to Embry-Riddle weekend to talk to the kids also. So
right.
it all worked out. But just like I said, when you're trying to accomplish something and you're focused and your passion is there, God
Right.
will open doors for you. God will put the right people in your mind. It is, you just got to believe. You got to believe in yourself. And that's the part of, thinking positive. There's so many people that get caught up in negative thoughts. I say, you got to flip the switch and think positive and be focused.
Here's the thing. When I found out you were a graduate of Embry-Riddle University and they are a major sponsor, I was like, how did that happen? Here he is for the ninth hour, as a graduate. Embry-Riddle has been a sponsor for at least 5 years. And I don't think we've ever had a graduate as part of the Fresh Book Festival. So I take my hat off to you for coming and being a part. And so I got great brownie points for that too. So thank you so much for having, yeah, for
Hey,
having a
no,
graduate involved. Right. So that makes them look good. That makes you look good. That makes Fresh look good. So I thank you for that.
no,
I
thank
want
you.
to.
No, 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 thank you, truly, thank you.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. We all had a good time. I hope to have the in the next year 2024. I'm bringing back the original 13 uh and see where they've done when they started. When one of those people is Judge Grimes.
Wow, awesome,
Now he
awesome.
wasn't a judge when we started. So we want to see progression of people and how well they've done in the business. So let's talk about the 12 P's:
Okay.
positivity, passion, patience, perseverance. I mean, you don't have to give us a soliloquy on all of them, but how are those things connected, and why did you pick those? I mean, it could have been 12 R's, righteous. Why did you pick 12 P's?
Let me just tell you, it's so interesting. I actually started off with 6 P's, and it was positivity, because I mean that is my thing. Okay, that is passion. Passion is my thing. Patience, perseverance, plan, and prayer. Those were the 6 that just me as a person, those were my steady things that just keeps me focused on where I need to go and how I need to get there, because you've got to have positivity, you got to have passion will open doors for you. If you have passion will take you places where you never even thought about. When you have passion, you have to have patience, because sometimes you just can't get there quick because you're not ready. You're
Right,
not ready.
right, right,
You
right,
think you're ready, but you're not ready. You've got to have perseverance, and just as you go through life, you understand you're going to be tested, you're going to be challenged, you're going to have disappointments, you're going to have hurt. And when you have those, you have to persevere. Perseverance is that. I mean, and then I just think about us as a people. We got here because of the perseverance of the people way before us, way before us. Okay, I mean, if you just think about all the things that they had to go through to get us here,
right,
perseverance is just one of those things you have to have.
right.
And me, I got that plan. Planning is from my mom. Okay, my mom
School
told me,
teacher, of
yeah,
course.
my
Yeah,
mom
yeah,
was,
yeah,
you got
yeah.
to be a planner. Okay,
Right.
my mom instilled plan in me, and so I used to be a planner down to the second. And I, even when I went on vacations, I used to plan everything out. And sometimes I used to get frustrated because everybody wasn't on my plan. I'm like, come on, y'all got to get on my plan. Let's go, come on. Now I'm a little bit more laid back. I'm more
Praise the Lord.
mature. I'm like, oh, okay, let's build a plan. If we stick with it, fine. If we don't,
Yeah.
that's okay. Yeah. And then finally prayer. I mean, prayer is just one of those things that is just so powerful. And so those were the 6. And then I added perspective, because again, you got to check your perspective. You got to check yourself sometimes, because, and this is what I always say, you got to flip that switch from negativity to positivity, because what I found out as I've been reading and doing stuff, a lot of people go to negative first. I don't know why. To me, you got to stop it and check your perspective and go to positive. Then you have to prioritize things in your life. You only get 24/7 hours a day. That's it. So you got to figure out what's most important for you and
Right.
focus your time, energy, and effort. Prosper. We all want to prosper, but you look at prosper in several ways. It's your financial, it's your spiritual, it's your mental, and it's your physical. Those are the pillars of prosper. It's not just financial. You know, if you can prosper mentally and physically and spiritually, and you bring it all together, you're moving in the right direction. Uh, pleasures. Pleasures was the last one that I actually brought about, because to me, we always are hustling and grinding, but I tell people, find your pleasures.
Yeah.
Time is limited. Time is precious. Do the things that actually bring you pleasures. And so pleasures was what it was really the last one. But and then the last one is actually peace. With all the chaos that's going on, you have to find peace in your life. You have to find your peace, not nobody else's, your peace. Because once you find peace, then everything else just falls in place. And the thing that I actually found out was once I have a real relationship with God, that's when I really found peace in my life. So that's how I came up with the 12 P's. And because some people say, well, what about purpose? I'm like, yeah, I could have used purpose, but but I like passion. Yeah, passion drives your purpose. So and to me, 12 was just a good number. I like 12. I
Right.
like 12. Okay, 12 was a good number.
So you did not talk about power. What?
Oh, I forgot about power.
That's all
Okay,
right.
power.
Yeah.
Okay. No, no. Power is that energy that you get every day.
The resilience.
Yes. It's that
Okay.
it's that power within. It's that inner power that actually keeps you moving every day, because you've got to find that power within yourself to actually even help you to persevere. Because I mean, I know every day some people, we don't want to get up, but when I get up every morning, it's like, thank you, Lord, for waking me up. I've got another day. And that just gives me power to keep moving. I did forget about power. Thank you.
That's right. It was I did some research, and the marketing people are using these 12 P's now.
What?
Yeah, as a way of marketing their products, marketing to people, and making sure they use, 5 to 6 of these 12. Do your research. I was shocked that it really has become a big marketing tool to on social media, in the newspapers.
Wow.
They've just shifted their whole thing to, yeah, somebody died, but look what else happened.
Right.
Whereas at one time they said, oh, somebody died, they're going to be buried this day, and this is terrible, the world's coming to an end. But now they're writing it more like, okay, this gentleman died, or this lady died. These are the positive things that she did, and here's how we can take what they did and make it better.
Make it better. Right.
So
Right.
they really are. They're using, and it's great. I love it. I mean, I love the fact that they've started to put a slant on things instead of making everything so horrible.
Right. No,
Because we're all gonna die. That's a given. We come here to leave here.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true. But you focus on the positive. That's what I try to tell people. No matter what, again, you will be tested, you will be challenged, you will have disappointment, you will have hurt, but as you go through that fire, it actually makes you a better person. It actually builds your character.
Let me, and this is not one of the questions, so you don't have to answer it if
That's
you
okay.
no,
No,
don't
no.
want to. But tell me how you feel about legacy.
Legacy. You mean your writing legacy?
No, you as a person of
You
power.
as a legacy.
Yeah.
I don't really think about legacy a lot, because I think about in the moment, and now what I'll talk about later. I think about what I want to do, my vision. I've got a
Mhm.
vision. I've got a vision of things that I want to do. Maybe you could call that legacy, but I call that, thinking about now on creating the destiny of your choice and the lifestyle that you desire. And yeah, okay, I guess that is leaving or having a legacy, but I don't look at it from a legacy point of view. I just focus on what is it that you want. Whatever you want, you put 110% effort behind and go for it. Okay, that's really it. Life is short, you know. Focus on the things that because again, you only get 24/7, so you need to prioritize. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
focus on the things that you want, that you believe that will make you happy. Sometimes as you going through, you may have to adjust, because you may like, I'm not sure if I really want to do that. Okay, that's okay. That's a decision, but you have to make a decision, and then after that, go after it with 110% behind it to make it happen.
I don't remember which of the positive verses that was sent out that made me play Al Jarreau, Tomorrow Today. Have you ever heard it? The song Tomorrow
Right,
Today? Okay.
right, right,
Thinking
right.
about tomorrow, but doing something about it
Today.
today.
Absolutely.
Right. And
Absolutely.
I don't remember which one that was, but I danced to that most of that morning. I thought, well, yeah, start thinking about tomorrow, but think about what you can do tomorrow, but try to put it into action
Today.
today.
That's
Yeah.
right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, no, I think that because again, to me, again, it actually comes down to deciding what you want. I mean, that's the first step. Decide
Mm,
what you want. And then once you decide what you want, then you can plan for that. That's part of decide, plan, pray on it, meditate on it, expect it to happen, and then when it happens, celebrate with the people that you know. Absolutely, that's part of the process that I try to get everybody to do. First thing, decide what you want, and
right.
that's why I'm actually big on vision boards now. I wasn't too big on vision boards, but
Right.
actually because mine was always written. But I have the vision board guru, and she said you need to do a vision board. Once I did the vision board, it was like, wow, it was such a great experience
I
just
need
to
to do one of
go
those.
through it.
Yeah.
Just to, because I have all these words. And so now you got to take all those words and actually find pictures that represent
Oh,
what you
yeah. Okay. Okay.
yes, yes. And it's part of the thing that I wanted to do is enhance my wanting, enhance my desire. If you can enhance what you want, what you're
Right.
thinking, then
Right.
hopefully you will be able to manifest it sooner. It's all about and it's all about manifesting what you want as
Yeah.
soon as I don't want to be patient and have to wait for it. I want it today. I want it right now. Come on, give it to me.
So, yeah, we're going to get to your vision board in a minute. I have it ready to queue up, but let's talk briefly about the four no's. Now, I take a no as I take the N and the O and make sure I understand that it's a next opportunity.
Right. Okay. Here's
So,
what is interesting. The four no's came about, and I actually changed them, but it's no procrastination, no worries, no fears, and no limits. Because again, the four
mm,
no's will help you to overcome all doubts. I used to say eliminate, you really can't eliminate it, but it'll help you to overcome because so many people that I know procrastinate. I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I know, I'll do it tomorrow. No, do it right now. You need to step up and do it now. No worries. Don't worry about it. I keep saying, everybody said, well, if you believe in God, then what you worried about? God got your back. Just go do it. No fear. Have no fear. You got to be fearless. Don't worry.
fearless.
Everybody's going to fear. Everybody's going to fail at something, but it's okay. Don't have fear. And the key thing is you limit yourself. Have no limits because if you take the limits off yourself, oh my God, you can go wherever you want. But we actually limit our potential on being the best that we can be. So again, the four no's will help you to overcome any doubts because all those things that you're talking about there, it just gives you doubt. And you're like, well, I'm not sure if I can do it. Well, no, no, go do it. Go do it.
So, one of the books, I think it's book one, has a workbook attached to it. Is that correct? Is it book
No,
one? Yeah.
actually, both books are actual workbooks.
Okay.
Actually, I give you a positivity note every day,
Okay. Okay.
and then I give you a section where you could do your vision
Oh,
board.
okay.
Okay, and then I'll give you a third section on the same page that's a positivity thought for the day. If you have a positivity thought that you want to write down, you write it down. No, I tell people my book is an actual workbook to help you put down what your visions are. Because first you write it down and see, I get people to write it down. Then I get you to go to the
Then,
vision board, baby. Take those words and make that vision board, and you'd be like, this is pretty good. This is good stuff, man. This is good stuff.
was there a pivotal moment in your life where um the power of your positive thinking helped you in a manner that you never thought it would?
It, it wasn't a
And
pivotal
your work
moment.
history and your personal history.
Yeah,
Your
well,
mother still with us?
I can share that with you.
Okay.
Actually, when I was at Embry Riddle, I came back my sophomore year, and I was supposed to roommate with three other guys. Two of the guys never came back, and so it was me and another guy, and we had to share this one guy's house bedroom. We just because we couldn't find a place. That was the lowest point in my
Mm.
life, and I called my mom, and she was the one that says, "Okay, so what?" She says, "Stay positive and stay focused in school." She said, "I don't." She said, "The only reason why you're down there is for school." So she said, "Stay focused on school and stay positive." And that's what I did. And my whole situation changed within a month. We got our own place. We got our own car. I mean, it just changed. That was the point where I understood things could get bad, but if you stay focused and if you stay positive, things will turn out for you. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so you woke up one morning and says, I don't have enough to do. So I'm going to do a positive Zoom event once a
No,
month
let
to
me tell
help
you.
people get to where they need to be. And
Let,
then you did one on vision board. That'll be our next transition.
let me tell you about that. Actually, um, I did my first actually book club with my papa, and he was reading this book. I forgot what it was, but he was reading his book, and I told him um, to do the voice, to do the audible, and so I said I would audible with him, and so then he said, "Hey, Romy, why don't you join the book club?" And so I actually joined the book club, and this was I'm like 62, and this is my first book club ever, and it was amazing. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. And so then after I published my second book, I said, you know what? I want to reach out to the people. I just don't want people to have the book. I want them to be able to contact me. Let's have a conversation about positivity. So I called it the Positivity Zoom Zone Book Club, where people can call in the second Saturday of every month. I try to have a nice agenda where I'll talk about things in my book. I try to have people do their vision board, but it's a place. I wanted to build a positive place where people could come and feel positive, get that positive feeling. Because I call it my village. You become part of the positive village, and with all the crazy news that you see every day, killing
Oh,
this and that, I wanted to focus on bringing positivity to the world, and so I mean, on my vision board, you will see. I want to build it up to five. I want to build it up to 500 million members because again, I think positivity can change the world, and so I really would like the Positivity Zoom Zone Book Club to be a part of that change because it's all about positivity.
so what made you think that you could do a vision board positivity Saturday? I don't know if you did it twice or once, and have people actually do
Participate.
yes.
I just here's to me here's the part of the vision board that I try to get everybody to understand. If you put your thoughts and your vision out to the universe, then the universe will conspire to help you to get there. That's from The Alchemist. I
I
actually
love
when
the Alchemist.
actually when I read my as I was reading my second book, as I was writing my second book, I was reading The Alchemist, and there was so much inspiration there.
Mm.
And so from my point of view, when you put your vision out to the world's gonna help you to get there. And so I try to tell people, put it out there. I and this is because I did have a couple of people They were like, well, I'm not too sure if I want to do that, but they came
Right.
on the show and they put it out there. I'm like, yes, yes, you did it. It's just a great feeling. It is a great feeling to share,
Right.
and that's the whole thing. When you have a positive environment, you don't feel like, well, people are going to put me down. Everybody is inspiring you. Everybody's, in encouraging you. It's just a good place. It's just a good place.
So we're going to share this positive board with people.
Okay,
Hold on one second.
no
Find it.
problem.
There you go.
Okay, there you go. There you go. So,
Can
so
everyone can see that, right? Yeah. All
yes,
right.
yes, yes, yes. This is my vision board. So up in the top left-hand corner, it says you see you see my book and you see the world. So I want to share my book with the world. Uh, I actually I coined myself the positivity coach because again, I'm not a life coach, but I'm a positivity coach because I bring positivity to everyone. Also, the interesting thing was I said that I want to share it with teenagers and I want to help teenagers manifest it. I actually got that from when I was at the festival and the one narrator said, "Hey, Jerome, why don't you share this with teenagers?" And I was like, you know what? That would be an excellent
Yeah.
thing. That would be an excellent thing to do. So I put it on my vision board because I want to improve lives. That's what it's all about. I want to sell 100 million copies of my book. I mean, that's just I think all authors want to do that. As you see, in my Positivity Zoom Zone book club, I want to have 500 million strong. But also, I want to have Steve Harvey on my show. I want to bring
Yeah.
Obama on my show. I want to
Yeah.
bring Oprah on my show. I want to bring you on my show also. Okay. Also, I'm looking to have. You see that little Jamaican sign? I'm gonna have the Positivity Book Zone book club in Jamaica in
Absolutely.
November. In November. So that's my thought. Down on the bottom, you were the first one that turned me on to the book festival. So I plan on doing 2 more book festivals this year.
Good.
Either in Atlanta, in Brooklyn, or in Houston, or maybe even Baltimore, because you turned me on to the one in Baltimore.
Oh, it's really
Uh,
good
oh,
too.
oh,
Sharon Lucas. Uh-huh. Yep.
right. So as you go up top, it's about health. I mean, to me, I everybody has to focus on the health. That is your number one thing at our age. We got to focus on having our health because once you have your health, you have everything. Next, I've got about it's about tapping into infinite wisdom, knowledge, and to me that's what I want to tap into, infinite wisdom and knowledge, because to me that's what's going to make you smarter, that's what's going to help to build you up. Then you
Yeah.
see then you see there's like different things. It says money, it says life, it says journey, and it says family. And family is what I'm so focused. I love my family. I got two little grandkids, 2 and 6. I got a daughter, got a mom and pop. My papa is 94, mom is 91. Even though they're my ex-in-laws, but I love them because they old school. They are just old school. Okay, I want to increase my wanting, and by increasing that wanting is actually doing this vision board. I want to be around, hopefully long enough to see my grandsons graduate, because right now one is 2 and the other one is 6. So again, I want to be around to see them graduate. Also, I want to help the minority students at Embry-Riddle to obtain a career in aviation, because again, we have to give back. From my point of view, when I was at Embry-Riddle, no one ever came back to inspire us, to motivate us, and that's why I try to go back every year to help the kids. I want to buy a beach house. I would love to live on the beach. I want to retire. I'm going to retire soon, probably in 2027 or sooner. I want to find a companion and love my companion. I want to travel to one country to share the 12 P's and the 4 No's yearly and enjoy the beach. I love the beach. that down there, that's Bora Bora, and man, that's where I want to go.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. And then the last thing is that I want to help the world with clean water. We need more clean water. And there was this TikTok video where this brother had built this machine that actually takes air and makes clean water. And so again, I that's the other thing that I want to focus on. So that's my vision board. That's what I actually see every day and every night, and that helps me to keep focused on where I want to go and what I want to accomplish. And then I try to give people, everybody should have one of these. Everybody should get one because it keeps you focused on what you want to do and how you're going to get there.
Oh, so I see a 3-hour workshop at F.R.E.S.H in your future.
Okay, hey,
Just saying.
actually, I actually.
I mean, 3 hours is not enough, but we get people started to thinking about.
Well, that's it's interesting because the thing is that either people are going to have to come prepared, or you're going to have some computers so where they could go in and actually go Google stuff and then download it and then cut it out, Google it, and then actually start printing it up. Yeah, I've been trying to think about that also on if I do a workshop, how to do it and where I'm going to do it, because
everybody does it with magazines.
Yeah, but I tell you,
it's too much time.
Yes, Google is the best thing because the only thing you got to do is Google a word and it'll come up and you can print it out. Google a word and they give you what I mean. Everything that I put on that board was Google, everything, and it's easy and it's simple. So you can use magazines.
There's a computer room there.
That's okay. Well, then we're good. Okay.
It has 7, 8 computers, and we never use that room during the festival.
There we go. Oh, hey, vision board time. Vision board time in Daytona.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
I'm loving it.
So, do you have they call it a mantra that you do every day?
Yeah.
Mantra? Is it mantra or mantra?
Yeah, mantra. Okay. Yeah. Each day before I get up, I actually pray for 15 minutes. That's it. I pray for 15 minutes, and I tell people prayer is really transmitting to the world, to the God, to the universe, what you want. Okay, you just transmit. The second thing that I do, then I take 15 minutes to meditate, because meditation is where you receive the messages from God. Because I asked people, I said, wait a minute. I said, you pray. I said, God is talking to you. How do you receive the information that he's sending you? Because God's talking to you, but you got to be listening. And so I do my prayer and I do my meditation. First, that's the first thing I do every morning. First thing I do every morning, and really that's the best time of my day. That is when I'm so relaxed and I'm at my best. I really am at my best.
So we're getting all kind of comments on the workshop. I think we're going to do it.
Pam
said she's got all the magazines you need. Mama Tony knows the ingredients that we need. We got a computer room. I think this thing is going to work out just fine.
I have to bring my vision board guru with me. Okay.
Well, what I was going to do was I was going to do one here. But if you're going to do one there, I can bring everything I've been holding and collecting and give it all to you. So your positive Pammy can bring it all to you.
Bring it on. Bring it on, baby.
One last thing I got to do.
I love that.
Bring it on. And if Yvonne is on, she's my guru. So I mean, actually, you could go to my my YouTube channel, and we actually did a vision board workshop. Absolutely. We've already done one, and so we're ready to go. We ready to go.
Miss Donna, he
Yes.
changed my name when we were at your
The
event.
guru.
He changed me to Positive Pammy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
I wasn't
she's
a life
positivity
coach anymore.
She's not a life coach. She's a positivity coach. That's
Oh,
it.
nice.
That's it.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah. You know, I mean, listen, I tell people all the time, don't come to Fresh to sell books. Come to Fresh to get knowledge, get commitments from people, get acquainted with people, get to know who's in the industry that can help you. I mean, we love you to sell books, but that place is so
I
full of
had a
knowledge. It
blast.
makes me crazy.
Yeah, I had a blast. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
you're
that.
so
I
welcome.
loved it.
Absolutely. Thank you. She is right. You were my first, and it's interesting because again, I went to Embry-Riddle. That was my first college experience,
Right.
and I came back and I had my first book experience in Daytona Beach. It's kind of amazing, you know. God does some funny things.
Well, you know, he makes no mistakes.
Absolutely.
Makes no mistakes. All right, my friend. That was the quickest hour ever. It just went really, I know, look at that. It went really, really fast. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience and tell them how to contact you? And of course, before you leave, we need a pearl of wisdom for the audience to take home with them.
Well, again, last thing, a couple of things. I want to, like I said, I want to thank my editor, Rick Spencer. I want to thank my Zoom guru, Rick Gray. Also, I want to thank my vision board guru, Yvonne Gassan Nicholson. She's been awesome. I want to thank my papa. I tell you, he's 94, and he's just been such a blessing to me. I mean, and also mom. I mean. I just left him a couple hours ago, and it's just a true blessing. So I definitely would want to thank them. I want to thank you for having this show and actually having me on this show and actually letting me do my first book festival with you. It was very rewarding, and I had an amazing time. You can pick up my book at AmazonBooks.com. I also have a YouTube channel, which is 12 P's and 4 No's. You can go there. All my positivity Zoom Zone book clubs are there. I'm going to actually, once you give me a copy of this show, I'm going to put it up there. Okay. Also, you can get me at Jerome Yates at 12P's and 4No's.com. or you can even get me at, I'll just leave it there. But I am a positivity coach, and I just enjoy doing this. And the thing to leave you with is that, again, you are the creator of your destiny. Nobody else. Okay.
Nobody.
Decide what you want, write it down, plan it, pray on it, meditate on it, expect it, and just let it happen. And then actually celebrate it with the people that you know. That's so important, is to celebrate what you manifest. Manifest the things that you want to manifest.
And so sometimes we think that what we do, oh, nobody's really listening, nobody really understands, but I'm gonna do it anyway because this is my passion. I'm going to do it. Let me just say that when my brother passed, it was really helpful to receive those positive messages every day, even in the midst of the storm. There you were, waking me up. I'm retired. God bless him. But always with a very positive message. And I appreciate that, because you never know who's going through the storm.
Absolutely.
Can't look at anybody and know. You can't stand by somebody and know. But let me just say, I was one of the ones who was lifted. And I hope that some of you are also lifted by his positivity. I'm a Gemini. I have one person saying, oh, you can't do that. And this person saying, oh, we can do anything. And so, it's always a battle about staying positive about what you want to do and what you don't want to do. And so anyway, I thank you for getting me. You never through a storm for death, right? But getting me through those crucial moments to say it's not about where he is now. It's about what he did while he was here.
Right.
So
Right.
that's the most important thing. So thank you for that.
No, no, and really
Yeah.
that's the inspiration that
Yeah.
keeps me going
Yeah.
when people like you, when my friends say, hey man, keep putting it out. It
Yeah.
it is worthy, dude. It is worthy. So I know sometimes it's early in the morning because you
No,
know.
listen, I get it. I get it. But what I'm saying is, when I hear the ding, I say, oh, that's Jerome. What he's got to say. You know what I mean? So it's good. It's good. I thank you for that. And
Okay,
I
no
thank
problem.
you all for being here tonight. And Mama Tony, welcome back. Patricia, I hope you're feeling better. And everybody who joined us tonight, thank you very much. And when the lights go out and the cell phone towers go down, all you have left is a flashlight and a good book. Thank you for being on Zoom and on a fresh conversation. Thank you. Good night.
Thanks, Donna. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Good night, everyone.